Hello, the performing arts that you are currently watching is a cultural show Traditions of Lanna indigenous people living in the upper north of Thailand. This show is called Lanna Native Fiddle. Lanna Native Fiddle, or what the Lanna natives called saw, often referred to together as sailor, saw, sung. It is a form of singing that Lanna natives use to lull them to alleviate suffering. There will be a word that the singer who sings the fiddle is Chang saw. Driving the current fiddle, there will be styles and styles that change according to the era. The fiddle has both solo and duet singing, which is called kuokon, alternating with music, namely chum 3, chum 4, or chum 5. The native language is pronounced as pai chum that has been popular since ancient times. There are many melodies on the fiddle. This is called fiddle path because there is a slight distortion or avoidance. Each way is not very different. People who start listening to a new fiddle may not be able to catch that how are there so many different ways of sayo. In the beginning, the traditional fiddle has existed since any era. There was no definite evidence. But as far as I have inquired from the old people, it appears that the fiddle was performed during the Asoka period. There is evidence of ancient texts mentioning the traditional fiddles in the temple celebrations during the time of Asoka. It may be said that the local fiddle has been around for hundreds of years. The fiddle is the song of the Lanna people that has been with society and way of life for a long time. In which, if you want to find out the origins of what era fiddle music originated in, still unable to specify the exact date and time, but from the evidence in the Lilith Fra Lo book, it was found that it had existed since that time. At present, the types of fiddles are divided into several types and will be called the names of each type differently. The use of the fiddle is also different. Indigenous fiddles are divided into several melodies. Each melody will use the fiddle for different occasions, such as the Tang Chiang Mai melody. We'll use the fiddle as the first chapter of the fiddle. In addition, there will be melodies like Chapu, Melody Ramai, Melody U, Melody Chao Suwat, Nang Bua Kam, and Long Nan melody, etc. Indigenous fiddles have evolved greatly from the past. There are many forms of playing the fiddle today. If to share the form of the current fiddle, it was found that there were two forms, namely the traditional fiddle and the applied fiddle. For example, in the past, the instrument used to accompany the fiddle originally had only the flute. Later, during the year 1977, it began to be introduced, which came to be used instead of the May Pai. From the normal form of fiddle to the flute, there began to fiddle. At the same time, in that era, amplifiers became more widespread. Chang fiddle began to use microphones and amplifiers to fiddle. Since then, when there is a fiddle, fiddle technicians often use amplifiers and microphones to fiddle until nowadays.